Zero-G skating might be perfect for you, since you've got a zero IQ. Zap zap, you're dead.
Halt! We'll go!
Next time, don't dilly-dally, dude. Why did you just stand there? Well, I guess you just enjoy a laser buzz once in a while. Hint: hitting a moving target is more difficult than hitting a stationary lump. Were you looking for trouble? Maybe you thought you could beat them senseless with your pink bunny rabbit. Well, maybe. It's worth a try. Boy, these guys pop up in the most inconvenient places. They seem to have this area secured. Your extra crispy parts surely provide no threat.
Halt! We'll go!
Smoking is bad for your health. Okay. As the moist surface of your oral muscle comes in contact with the fully energized force field, you realize your mistake. Thousands of volts pass through your cranium, turning your brain into a quivering mass of short-circuited neurons, which effectively terminates all interpretation of sensory impulses.
Ouch! Aw, cripes! I hate it when that happens! Aw, cripes!
Thousands of volts pass through your cranium, turning your brain into a quivering mass of short-circuited neurons, which effectively terminates all interpretation of sensory impulses. Your musculature spasms for the last time as the force field shock causes you to give up the ghost. You hear a high-pitched whine from the east. Nice reflexes! Life is pounded loose from your body by the impact of the sand bike. Now this is a pain that'll linger. All the Bengay in Florida won't relieve this stiffness. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. You hear an electronic hum approaching from behind you. Now you knew he was coming, didn't you? Now you knew he was coming, didn't you? Maybe if you wait a while, the nice droid will come around to where you are and talk to you. It seems to have stopped, as if it were waiting for something. While you were busy staring blankly at your Pocket Pal's screen, a droid snuck up behind you, tapped you on the shoulder. Zap! You're it! The word laser came to mind after each of the first 6 shots, but only after the 7th blast were you convinced. As you leave the laser tunnel, you hear a metallic voice announce that the formatting program is beginning, erasing all data in the supercomputer and dashing all hopes of regaining your son. The formatting sequence times out, the computer brain does its thing, and you suddenly realize you've lost the game because you weren't there to see it. You were nearly thrown off the edge of the platform. Be more careful. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. Dang. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. Well, that's just great. Now Vohal's on the loose again, disguised as your son. You lose 3 out of 2.